Okay.
So does it mean it's working?
Meeting is not saying that.
You're about to start streaming. Woo.
Is she the okay? Miss Rosalie, Rosaire. She's there.
Hi. Okay, so now we are live on YouTube. So, all right, great. So, okay, so great. So I think we should start admitting people right now, get everyone on board.
All right.
Welcome, everyone.
Can I start recording?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Wow, welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. So welcome, everyone. So we're just a few minutes to the time. So welcome, welcome. We're waiting for more people to join us. And we're also streaming live on YouTube. So I'm just going to share the link to the YouTube page so you can welcome, everyone. Keep coming in. So I just shared the YouTube link on there. So feel free to copy the link and send to anyone who doesn't want to, who's not available to join us here. The person can watch live on YouTube. Okay. So while we wait for more people to join in, let's quickly just share the link. Okay. So sharing the link right now. Welcome, come on in. Please tell us in your comment section, tell us your name and where you're signing in from. Where are you joining us from? Tell us in the chat section before we jump start. Just tell us in the comment section before we jump start. Okay, where are you signing from? Where are you joining us from? Yes, where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Okay, where are you joining us from?
Yeah. Good evening. I'm joining you from Benin City. My name is Ibrahim Isaac Omaru.
Okay, welcome Isaac. Welcome Isaac. Everyone, tell us where you're joining from. You can type in the comment section too. Welcome everyone. Babita Bandari from Cleveland, Ohio. You're welcome. Adebute from Akwa Ibom. You're welcome. Please, everyone, tell us in the comment section, where are you joining from? And if there are people that you know that should be here, feel free to share the link with them, because many people do not know we've started, okay? So feel free to share the link, and we're just gonna hit the ground running. I'm just trying to share the link right now, and also the YouTube link. So share to whomever that should be here, okay? Yes. Wow, good to see all of you. Good to have all of you here. Good to have everyone. Good to have everyone. Okay, so the YouTube link is there. Claudie from Southwest Rwanda. You're welcome, Claudie from Rwanda. So Rwanda is in the house, US is in the house, Nigeria is in the house. Who else is in the house? From Lagos. Welcome from Lagos. Welcome everyone. Welcome. So I'm just gonna mute my video a little bit. Let me quickly share this link. Welcome. Keep it coming. Tell us where you're joining from. Tell us where you're joining from, okay? In the comment section, where are you joining from? Great. More people are joining. So welcome, again, welcome. Please, while we're waiting to start, please grab a glass of drink. If you don't have your drink, please get a glass of drink, like I have mine now, because we are going to make a toast, okay? So grab a glass of drink right now. Get your drink, because you're going to make a toast as we start, okay? So we have Ike Media from Doha, Qatar. Welcome, Ike, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. More people are joining. Interesting. Welcome. Please tell us in the comment section where you're joining from. This is a date with Gain Mentors by Grand Africa Initiative Gain. So tell us where you're joining from. Use the comment section. Tell us. Tell us where you're joining from. Good. Victor from Enugu, welcome. Ladan from Bauchi, welcome. Bauchi, Nigeria, welcome. Joseph from Lagos, welcome. Welcome everyone. Rotando, where are you joining from? Rotando, where are you joining from? Tell us in the comment section, where are you joining from? Good, so we're just going to get started. More people will continue to join as we go along. So we have people from different places right now from Nigeria. Oh, we have Rotando from Namibia, and we have Samba from Nairobi, Kenya. You're welcome. It's exciting to have all of you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Fred Samba, welcome. Ibrahim Umaru, Inusa Kamal, Kazauze. Please tell us in the comment section where you're joining from. All these people, all of you, tell us where you're joining from. Val Okafor, Victor Clement, Otulubu Evidence. Welcome. Ungu Hetangua. Welcome. 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 Okay, great. So we're just a few minutes out already, and so we're just going to get started, and we'll continue to share the link as we go along, because if we keep waiting, then we'll delay further. So the link is on the chat. That's the link to YouTube page, because it's streaming live on YouTube. Please feel free to copy the link and share it with people. You can also share the Zoom link though. They can also join us on Zoom, but anybody that doesn't want to join on Zoom can join or can watch on YouTube, okay? So while we go along, if you have a question, drop it in the comment section. If you have questions, please feel free to indicate, and then we can have you ask your question live, or you drop the question in the comment section. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Okay, so everyone, I'm looking for our guest. Once I identified our guest is in the house, we hit the ground running. Okay, she is here. Okay, she's here. Hello, ma'am. You are welcome. Dr. Rosaire Ifedi, you're welcome. Please show us your face. Show us your face. If you're here, show us your face. Once we see your face, we start. Once we see our the face of our mentor today, we start. I think her video is muted right now. So once we see her video, we start. And meanwhile, we stay active on social media. Please tweet as we go along. Share whatever you learn. Tweet your points, tweet your thoughts, retweet what we're doing, because our social media handle is currently active. It's at Grand Africa Initiative. So I'm just going to also copy and paste the link right here, okay? Good. I'm just going to paste the link. Everyone. Okay. So the link is there. Feel free to just click on it and join the conversation. Tweet your points and everything, okay? I'm just waiting for our guest to unmute her video, and then we start.
Hello.
Fantastic. There she is.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. And how are you today?
I'm just excited.
Of course, I am. I think I'm more excited because I'm more excited having this opportunity with you again, thanks to technology, right?
I know. All the restrictions, who cares,
yes,
right?
Yes. Everybody's joining in from wherever. We have people from Rwanda, we have from Kenya, we have from Nigeria, wow. We have from Qatar, Doha, we have from where again? So people are joining from different parts of the world. Not even just Africa now. People are joining from everywhere. And then we have people from your base, the United States, thanks to technology. Yeah?
Wonderful.
Yes, so you're welcome, Ma. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. So we're just going to continue, should I say formally start? Yeah, we're just going to formally start. So everyone, welcome everyone. I'm really delighted to have all of you here today. On today's session, A Date with Gain Mentors. A Date with Gain Mentors. That's the title of the program today. And today we are really excited because we're going to be discussing a very important topic. But before I go into all of that, let me introduce myself. So you know who's speaking, the voice you've been hearing. My name is Chinwe Okoli, and I'm the founder and executive director of Grand Africa Initiative, GAIN. Okay, so I'm really excited to host all of you today. Really excited to host all of you. So welcome. Thanks for finding time to join us. This really a program that's so exciting for me personally because it affords us the opportunity to tap from the giants, right? From the brain of the giants. Okay. And today we have a very interesting mentor. We don't just call our guests today guests. No, they are mentors. And this is a relaxed evening. If you've not gotten your glass of drink, please go grab yours, whatever your favorite drink is, because we make a toast as we go along. Yeah, we're going to be making a toast. We're going to be making a toast somewhere midway into the program, not like too far, right? Just midway. So, okay, so now I'm starting. Let me tell us, welcome again from every part of the world, wherever you're joining from. Turn on your video when we make a toast. You may not turn it on now, but when we are making the toast, please make sure your video is on so we get we see how you are and how you're smiling. Make sure your video is on then, and then give us the most beautiful smile you have. Okay, as we go along, if you have a question, drop it in the comment section. And if you want to speak, you want to ask a question by yourself, raise your hand. There's a way to raise your hand somewhere. And then we will give you permission to speak when it's time for question and answer. Please don't keep your question to the last minute so that we don't overrun the time. If we are overrunning, then we may skip your question, okay? So please drop your question as they come to your mind, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and pleasure to introduce our mentor today in the person of Dr. Rosaire Ifedi. I'm just going to tell us a little bit about her because if I start telling us too much about her today, then we will not go today. So Dr. Rosaire is an associate professor in the Department of Educational Foundation and Instruction. He joined Ashland University faculty, Ohio in 2008. So she examines the intersection of race, identity, gender, and achievement in the lives of immigrant, transnational, and second language learners, as well as in the professional lives of those who educate them. So she is the author of a book titled African-Born Women Faculty in the United States, Lives in Contradiction, published by Edwin Mellon Press, New York in 2008. Dr. Ifedi teaches graduate program courses, okay, in curriculum, qualitative inquiry, education of ELLs, and global perspective in education. So the later was in London, 2014. Okay, so prior to her current position, Dr. Ifedi joined the Ashland University community as a principal licensure student in 1999, an adjunct instructor in 2004, and a graduate of Ashland University's doctoral program in educational leadership in 2007. So her teaching and administrative experiences include work at Ohio's historical Black colleges, Central State University, and Wilberforce University, Columbus Public Schools, Ohio Correctional Education System, and high schools and colleges in Nigeria. And so I'm going to add University of Nigeria as well. So she has, of course, so she has written and presented locally, nationally, and internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, it will interest you to know that Dr. Rosaire's overriding passion is facilitating transformation of lives. So she spends a lot of time engaging and mentoring young people. And that explains exactly why she identifies with GAIN. And that's why we have her on the program today. So Oma, we are really excited to have you today. And on behalf of every GAINer around the world, I especially welcome you to our date today.
I'm speechless, obviously.
No, since I could hear you, then you're not speechless. So I can hear you because you said something. You spoke and I heard you. You're welcome, Ma. You're welcome. Thank you for taking out this time to join us. We're really, it's really priceless. And it just goes to show, okay, it's just in line with the impact you've continued to make, because this is not the first time I'm having this kind of encounter with you. And because of the impact of the first one, that's why we're having a repeat. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's topic is finding your purpose in life. Finding your purpose in life. So this is a topic I believe that resonates with every one of us that is here. That's why we are joining this session today. So, but before we delve into this topic that all of us are really here for today, right? I just want to tell us a little bit about Grand Africa Initiative and why we're holding this kind of program, okay? So Grand Africa Initiative, we call it GAIN for short, GAIN. You know, I like that, GAIN, because GAIN as a word has a meaning, okay? So Grand Africa Initiative, GAIN, is a Pan-African NGO, and our mission is simple: to help young Africans, young, upwardly mobile, futuristic, dreamers, young Africans who have hope, young Africans who are looking into the future, young Africans who are looking to make change, young Africans who are looking to make something out of their lives, young Africans who are looking to change their lives, their families, their communities. So our goal is to help all these young Africans to harness their full potentials, their unique abilities, their talent, because we believe that everyone has something to offer. Everyone has something unique about them that is very valuable. So our goal is to help mentor, train, empower these young Africans so that they can succeed in education, employment, education, innovation, whatever it is they're doing. So the strategy we use is gather, like we are gathering here now, virtually, empower, monitor, and mentor strategy, mentoring, like we're having right now, this mentoring session, okay? So our vision is that one day we have a prosperous continent that is characterized by sustainable development, that is driven by committed, capable, entrepreneurial, and innovative young men and women. Young men and women, you, all of you who are on this program, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are holding this program. Our mission is simple: to empower young Africans, to make them understand the power they have to change their situation, change their countries, change Africa, make Africa the continent that we all love it to be, the Africa will be proud of. That's actually why we're having this program. That is why Grand Africa Initiative exists. And that is why we're having a date with GAIN mentors. So we learn, we ask questions, and we gain clarity, okay? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all again to today's program. And then we are going to go over to the next session, which is this toast. So we make this toast before we start all the question and answer. Okay? And so we have Glory. Is she in the building? Glory, where are you? Are you here? Glory is, I can't find you. Glory, are you here? Glory, I don't even know. Glory, if you're here, can you unmute yourself? Glory or Val, both of you. Who is here to make the toast? Val or Glory?
Okay, I'm here to actually make the toast, but then
okay, great.
I'm kind of having problem with my camera. I've been trying to make it on and
oh my God. So what do we do? So okay, you guys, I can, you can go ahead. We can see you, but every other person, please turn on your videos while we make this toast right now. Get your glasses, then please continue. If at least since we can hear you.
Okay.
Glory, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Glory. Good evening, everyone. I'm Glory Uchechukwu Amadife. To our mentor today, Dr. Rosaire Ifedi. We're very excited about the session with you. Honestly, from the way Martinwe has been talking about you, I know you're one great person. Thank you very much, Ma, for spending this time with us, for giving us your shoulder to stand on and grow taller To everyone and all gainers from all over the world, thank you all for joining this session. Grand Africa Initiative provides this platform to bridge the gap between young people and experienced mentors from all over the world for knowledge transfer, like Dr. Rosaire Ifedi. I'm making this toast as a young African and on behalf of all young Africans around the world benefiting from Grand Africa Initiative program. Please, everyone should raise their cup. I can see you guys. Raise your cups.
Okay, great.
Okay. To the empowerment of the African youth all over the world. Cheers.
Cheers. Raise your glasses. Let's get you. Please turn on your video. Raise your glasses. Let's get you. Cheers.
Yes. I can't. Abdurrahman is not raising his glass. Okay. All right.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Glory. Thank you so much. Don't mind that network or that camera that is not allowing us see your face, your beautiful face. That camera denied us your beautiful face, but it's okay. Thank you so much, everyone. We still have more people joining us. Keep coming in, keep joining. Like I said, if you have a question, please drop it because we are delving right into the session right now. I'm sure a lot of you have been itching to ask your questions. Please, this session is not about me. I am not the one that is going to, I'm just guiding it. I'm just going to moderate it. Relax, feel free, ask your questions. So all of us are the hosts today, all right? So I'm just going to ask the first few questions to set the tone, but this is more personal than anything because I mean, it's all about finding your purpose, I'm not finding my purpose on behalf of everyone. So it's everyone here trying to find their own personal purposes, yeah? So please feel free to ask your question, raise your hand and we unmute you, but I'm just going to start to set the stage. So Ma, please, let's start this session, finding your purpose in life. But before you start talking about that, please tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Wow.
Why are you with us? Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Wow. Thank you, Chinwe. You are just an inspiration. I'm so touched, I'm moved, I'm impressed. I'm always blown away by your passion and your love for the continent, your love for the people of the continent. And like you said, it wasn't an accident that we got to meet each other at Nsuka while I was doing my sabbatical there. So again, just thank you and keep up the good work because this is just the tip of the iceberg. You have so much in you to give to the world, to give to Africa. And so it's my honor. I'm pleased to be here. And to everybody who's joined on, it's your evening for some of you, it's afternoon for some of you. I told you earlier, I should have been outside now because it's only like 1:30 here. I'm just excited. It's always energetic to connect with your energy because we older people, we don't really have much more to give. But once we're talking, I can draw some energy from you. So what do I share about me? I think as the questions come on, you've said a lot already, which is that we met at Nsuka while I was there last year. But I'm also an alum of University of Nigeria, Lions and Lionesses Online. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. I also know some of our people from Ashland University, where I teach now, maybe online. And so part of this is going to be engagement. So as you listen to questions, there's another part we're going to do later, which is just connecting us with each other. A big part of who we are, what we do, is about networking. And Chinwe, you're doing just a fabulous job having people from across the world on this platform. So relax, let's have fun. But okay, I've been in the United States probably too long. I won't tell you how long, but I have 4 children. My husband also is from Nigeria. He kind of travels back and forth, and he may be joining us too today. I'm not sure he's on yet. So that's it for now till we start talking. I'm sure other stories will come out from the questions. How about that?
Of course. You're welcome.
Thank you, all of you.
You're welcome again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So today's topic, we are discussing finding your purpose in life. So just to make sure that all of us are on the same page and people even understand why we're discussing this topic, I'd like to start by asking you, what is a purposeful life? What does it even mean to have purpose in life? Okay, maybe you start by telling us, how do you even define purpose? I mean, what does it even mean? So to make sure that everybody understands the same thing, we are on the same level, okay? So I think that's a good place to start.
That's a great question. That's a good place to start, Chinwe. Indeed, that word purpose is so important, but it's also so thrown around. Like everybody is purpose searching, looking, but why? Why is it an important thing to have? And so as I kind of thought about this, because we've had some of these discussions also with our young people at church just recently, the word purpose itself is a word that means the reason, the why of something existing. So if you're doing research, the purpose of your study is to do something. And why are you doing that? That's purpose. So for human beings, for you and I, for all of us here, I would think purpose for you should be looking for that why. Why am I here? Why do I do this? Why do I have to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What is the reason for my being? And I think that helps us sort of put it in that context of, am I fulfilling the purpose? Am I doing that thing I'm supposed to do? So that's an opening response to that. And let's go to the next one. I'll say more.
Okay, so having a purposeful life starts with you, is you asking, is about you asking your why, right? So everyone, that is it. So do you know your why? So do you know your why? The why is why we're here. So we're here to know how to find the why, okay? So if you think you've not found your why or you're still confused somewhere, please drop question, whatever question it is that will help you gain clarity in life, drop it, okay? Okay, so now, man, the next question is this. You talked about purpose being your why. So, but how do I know or define this, my purpose? How do I even know this why? I mean, like why? It will appear kind of, I mean, like it will even throw up more questions than answers. So how can anyone here know their why? I mean, what are they supposed, how? Is there a how to it, or is there a process to it, or?
Yes, I love that. I love that. And I love, in this conversation, as we go through it, I'll try and use just basic concepts and basic analogies to kind of drive it home, right?
Okay.
So the first one that comes to me when we think about why is there's this saying that everybody, I don't care who you are, where you are dancing. There's a life dance going on. We are all in this dance of life, right? We are all dancing, we're all moving, we're all doing something. The question of the why then becomes, who's beating the drum? Who's beating the song you're dancing to? What is that song? Why are you dancing to this song rather than this song? That's your why. So again, we move quickly into, what am I supposed to do, right? Am I supposed to be a teacher? Am I supposed to be an entrepreneur? Am I supposed to, you name it, fill in the blank. People online, you're asking yourself, what is that thing I'm supposed to be doing? And I guess once we ask that question, we can begin to think about, how do I then know I'm doing that thing, for instance, right? But I want us to backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
To think about who you are first, your identity. Who you are first should be the primary question. Oh, hi, Ike. I just noticed you were there. Who you are should be your first question, because who you are then drives what you do.
Okay.
Who you are drives purpose. Your identity should drive purpose. So who am I? I'm this African woman. I like to say first and foremost. I'm this child of God. I like to say first and foremost, and on and on and on. Okay? So being comfortable in the skin of who I am, just another analogy, is so important. So many times when we think about people who are not feeling purpose, so let's do the opposite. You're discontented. You're not happy because you don't think you're fulfilling purpose. Why is that? That's kind of the opposite, asking yourself, why do I feel discontent?
Right.
Why do I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be? Right. It's a digging in. You have to dig in a little bit and be honest with yourself. And to answer that question, then I'm going to push you back to answering the question, who are you? Can you answer, I am? Not, I am
Your
Dr.
name.
Rosaire. Not, no. Who am I in terms of my being? So then that question becomes, what makes me tick? What gives me passion? What gives me the drive to move on, and all these other things? It's about who I am. So I feel like I'm a child of God who's purposed to serve God's children, to help out, to empower, to speak to young people. See, then it falls into place. So I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because I know that's what God has given me to do. Does that help a little bit without putting too many concepts?
Yes, of course. So,
of course. And the question
of course. So everyone, if you're following, use the comment section, use the chat section, be telling us, be answering the question. He said, who are you? Don't tell us your name. Don't say your name. Who are you? That's a question. In fact, all of you, somehow, maybe we'll make it open sometime. Everybody will be telling us who they are, okay? So who are you, okay? Who are you? That's a question that you need to answer. So as we go along, if you're following, please be giving us be dropping some emojis or some comments so that we know that you're following through, that you can hear us, that you're gaining value, okay? So who you are, being comfortable in your own skin. You don't want to be someone else. You know, just earlier today, I saw a clip by Oprah Winfrey, and she told a story about how when she started her TV show, and then she was trying to mimic, be like one Barbara somebody. And so she found herself, even her gesticulation, the way she carried herself, the way she tried to talk was just like her. Until one day she said she was on national TV. She wanted to say Canada. She now said Canada. So that was when it hit her that no, you should start being you, speak like Oprah. And since then, she became more comfortable, she became more relaxed, and she started being better. Because they said it's better, she said it's better to be a better Oprah than any other person else. So and this starts with what she just said now. What is your why? Who are you? What makes you tick? Okay, what is that thing that moves you? Please, everyone, mute your mic. Don't unmute your mic. Housekeeper, please make sure everybody's mic is muted. Okay, so mute everyone. So I just muted everyone now. Don't unmute your mic, please. If you want to speak, please notify us that you want to speak. Don't just unmute your mic anyhow to avoid disrupting the flow, okay? All right, so the next question, Ma, would be this. Now that you've told us how to define our purpose, okay? So how would one know that he or she is on the right path to finding their purpose? Is there a way to know? Because we may be doing a whole lot of things, but we are not sure if we're on the right track to fulfilling that purpose that we are meant to be fulfilling, that's meant to make us think and all of that. Many of us just do things. Many people just do things. I mean, we just go by the day. So how do we know that we're on the right path?
Okay. So thank you so much. And I recognize a comment from Kakuze, who says, I have a desire, I have a passion to help, to serve my family, to serve my community. See, he's beginning to already think about his why. This is why he's here. And I will say to him as we go on, why? Another why to you, we do the fishbone analysis, like I said, to dig deeper. Why do you want to serve your family? That's going to bring you back to that who you are. And I want him to be able to answer that question before we're done. Now, how do I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So, and you said it so well. Many of us are running the rat race. Hello? Not just in the US, everywhere in the world. People are just living to just live. Paycheck to paycheck. Doing this and doing that. Working to make money. If all I'm alive for is to just eat, and I always use hamburger because it's kind of the American thing, right? Or back home, fufu, wache, name it. Okay? If that's all I'm existing for, I bet you there's going to be an emptiness in you that knows you're not doing what you. So the soul and the spirit, the human being has this thing, and I want to kind of bring in a little bit of Maslow's theory, even though I'm not going to use that entirely. But Maslow talks about basic needs being met. So many of us are living on that, just meeting basic needs. But that as you begin to have higher purposes, there you go. As you begin to have, he used the word calling. So most of us, Chinwe, you said that in the beginning, you know you are called. A calling is almost like a spiritual thing because it's beyond. You can't help it. You want to do that thing.
Yeah.
And it's higher than yourself. That's one of the things you know that tells you you're on the right track.
Right.
When you stop living a life of selfishness, where it's just about you, me, myself, and I.
Right.
I think you're moving higher to purpose. Because purpose is always going to be bigger than you. I mean, and I love biblical stories because I think they are so good, right? And one of the things we'll talk about is when it changes. So let's look at the fact that you know there's a sense of a higher thing for you to do. It's beyond you. It's beyond serving you. That's one sign to know you're on the right track. But again, finding purpose, I believe, is a progressive thing.
Okay.
You have to allow yourself to grow, to mature, and to get into that state of being satisfied with who you are and what you're doing.
Okay.
There's another example we always give sometimes with this. For instance, when you're in purpose, when you're living out your purpose, that sense of satisfaction, and I'm not talking about material things, please.
Right.
I know we will think about all those things. I'm not talking about when you own 10 cars. That's not fulfilling purpose at all. I'm not talking about having 10 houses. But when you're doing that thing that fulfills you, you actually get energy from it. Very simple test. So you might be very tired in the day and it comes time for me to go and teach. And I enter that classroom. Before I leave that classroom, I'm feeling energized because I just fulfilled purpose.
Right.
You are called to serve community in whichever way you then find it relevant, as a politician, as a doctor. By the time you'll be physically tired. That's not what I'm talking about. But there's that sense of gratitude and fulfillment. You know you're fulfilling purpose. So let's look at the level of contentment you have.
Great.
That test happen. Amen. Hello.
Fantastic.
Does that make sense?
Amen. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Great. Of course, it makes a lot of sense. So it has to be bigger than you. To know you're in the right direction, what you're doing has to go beyond you. It has to go beyond your paycheck. It has to go beyond just making a living. I mean, it has to be something that connects with your inner soul. It connects your body, spirit, and soul. Okay. So it has to be beyond the physical. Even I think it has to be beyond the physical, because sometimes some people may be looking at you and they're wondering what's even pushing you. They don't even know why are you even doing what you're doing, right? And so, or you're the only one that would understand it, because even if you're explaining it, maybe some people may not understand what you're explaining still. Okay. So it has to be bigger than you. It has to be something, and it keeps you satisfied at the end of the day too, because when you look at, it might be actually that you're getting intrinsic value, not physical value. I mean, like cash or anything. It could be intrinsic value. It could be, I mean, whatever it is, but you feel satisfied doing it. So before I go on to the next question, a lot of people are stating that they want to ask some question. Okay, so let me, okay, so Diddy Cliff, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, please? Diddy Cliff. Are you there? Can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Okay, he's unmuted.
Okay, great.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Well, I must start by saying that it's a great, as in, I feel it's a great pleasure to be here and then listen to the way you introduce the topic. Like finding your purpose, because a lot of us think, okay, that since the paycheck is not encouraging enough, how do we ensure that we still keep on pushing, even though we get that inner satisfaction from doing the things that we are passionate about doing? But how do we cope up? Because sometimes it gets to your head when you're unable to meet up with the basics or like take care of certain things. Can you just quickly, I don't know, can you just, is there a way that we can beat around it and then be able to stay on course with what we want to do or like what we are passionate about doing without having to look at the paycheck and then looking at the bills that that is always before us? I think that's just the question I would want to ask for now.
Thank you. Thank
you.
I
go? Could I answer?
Yes. Already? Yes, please.
Didi, where are you calling from? Nigeria?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, wonderful. Our great country, Nigeria, whose birthday is coming up soon.
Yes.
Thank you. And I encourage other Africans here because I think there's going to be something about synergy and different experiences. Excellent question. So especially again, for us, as we look at Africa, when Chinua introduced the conversation this afternoon about the potential of Africa, about where Africa still needs to be and what's going on in Africa. So I'm linking it to the paycheck question because we always have that mindset, things are not enough in Africa for many people. There's poverty, there's so much lack, right? So how can I take care of higher purposes when I need to pay the bills? Am I reframing your question correctly?
Yeah, yes, you got me right.
Immediate needs that I need to take care of, and you're talking to me about self-fulfillment and all the other things. But here's the key. Here's the key. And I encourage us as young people, because I've seen this happen in my own life too. I talk about volunteerism. I talk about service. When we are even in the midst of want and need, if we can reach out beyond that immediate pay my bill thing and serve and help out, you'd be amazed at the opportunities that might be waiting for you in that place of service. I'll give an example with a story here in the United States for me. So a few years back, about 10 years back, more longer than that, when Ebola hit America, some of us in the community, I mean, we're still trying to pay our bills. And you know, everybody thinks money grows here on trees, but it doesn't. We're striving just like everybody else. I'm telling you right out there, there's no money tree, not at all. But some of us knew there was a need to help out with the community, information, education, and all that. And many of us, many of my friends who would be listening here, we all came together. Nobody was paying us to do this. But we came together and said to the state, let's help, let's whatever. And we started organizing. Keyword, put that in mind. Organizing, like Chinua is doing. Organizing ourselves to do something that a community needs without getting paid for it. See, once you do that and you're getting satisfied with it, guess what God's going to do? Open up doors in other places. Open up doors as you meet people. That work we did many years ago eventually led me to the point where I was connected or God known enough to lead a state commission in the state of Ohio today.
Wow.
Right? So again, it all links together. Maybe at the initial stage, you don't think it does, but it does. I always tell my children, sometimes it takes you going to go help in that food shelter, food service place. And who knows, you meet somebody who's a destiny changer, destiny helper, and so on and so forth. So it's hard for us to think of it like that, but it is true. And I encourage us in Africa to begin to have that mindset. People in Nigeria, and I'm not picking on Nigeria particularly, but we do have a mindset that says me, myself, and I, many times that doesn't let us organize around needs, around community, and do things. We used to, don't get me wrong, but we tend to have lost that touch of community service, community help that then brings up more things for people to do. And that becomes a place to create jobs. Who knows? So let's start from where you are to do things, even of service, and you see doors open from other areas. And I hope that helps. It's a charge. It's a charge.
Sure.
I need that in Africa.
Sure. It does help a great deal.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so let me add, Mom, thank you so much for that. And I think, yeah, I like this me now saying, should I say, I'm giving a testimony to support what she just said, right?
Please.
When you start something, it's not like a full story. What I'm just saying, I'm just summarizing that from my experience, when you start something good, something that people connect with, especially that thing around your passion, that is not that general thing, somehow the universe conspires to help you make it happen, to help you make things easy, okay? Doors will start opening for you doors you never even knew that existed will just start opening for you, okay? So I think when you have that passion and you're so positive about it and you're putting your whole mind to it, it just starts coming together, okay? It just starts coming together. Right, so let me keep that one there. And so many other people are saying they want to ask questions. So the next person, go ahead, Tangua, please. Can you unmute yourself? Tangua, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please pardon me. Tangua, are you there? Unmute yourself, please, and ask your question quickly. Tangua, are you there? I can't see her. Okay, so Geoffrey, what's your, is there a suggestion? Geoffrey, are you there? Unmute yourself. Since I can't get Tangua. Geoffrey, if you're there, can you unmute yourself? What's the suggestion? Yes, Geoffrey, please.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, where are you speaking from? Welcome.
Kenya.
I knew it.
You're welcome.
Kenya,
You're welcome. You're welcome. How is Nairobi today? It's good, right?
A bit cold. It's a bit cold today.
Great.
Yeah,
great.
But it was a bit of sunny for a few days ago.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
so you're welcome.
So thank you.
Please,
thank
your
you
question.
Thank you for this opportunity. I want to thank you. And my question, I have a few of them, but I want to suggest before I ask a question that this is not about me, myself, and I, like my friend has said. It's about you. It's not about me. It's about you. It's not about myself. This should be about others. It's not about I. This should be about we. It's what we can do, and to help our communities to bring them together. And the question about why, how much we want to do. I'd like to suggest this, like we can ask not just why, how much we want to do, but why, how far we can do this. It's how far we can do this. And my friend, Dr. Rosaire Ifedi, talked about that. All of us, we are dancing. How much are we dancing? I can suggest to her maybe how far do you want to keep dancing to help other communities, even our friends and communities as well. So the question of, thank you. I live here in Nairobi with my family and with my 3 boys and
great.
Wonderful.
3 boys and
great.
3 boys and hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. You said you have a question. You wanted to ask a question. You wanted to ask a question. You talked about your boys, so that's why they are talking. They are just saying hello.
And girls, not just boys, and girls.
Okay, okay, great, great.
And 2 girls. Yeah,
okay,
then I can say that the path that we want to pursue in helping our community, the path that we want to keep on existing. I can ask a question, maybe how far are we willing? How far are we going to come up together and help our people and our community? And I know we have every effort we have the support we have to serve our community. We can reach out to more people. We can reach more and bring peace. We can reach more and bring development, not just for a few moments, but how far we can do this every day, every single day, every other year. We can keep on doing this together. I think we can do it. That's why I'm here. I'm here because this is not just because of me. Yes, it's because of us and many other people who are out there. We can. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm also in the middle of something else. That's why I have to keep moving from one position to another. Sorry for that, guys. I enjoyed being
Thank you.
Thank you. Jeffrey, let me pick up on something you said.
Yes.
Because obviously sounds like you are already involved. And maybe that's what I'm picking up from your comment. You are already involved. And therefore, there's this thing about persevering. You know, you said, how far can we dance? How long can we dance? Of course, we don't stop. It's a life journey. It's a lifelong process. But you start somewhere. You know, Kenyans, I know you guys are very good at organizing community help as well. But you start somewhere and, you know, it just takes 3, 4 people coming together, something starts. Nothing starts just overnight as a huge project. When everybody hears how Chinwe started this and how far it's now growing, I mean, they'll be surprised. Nobody does it overnight. So let's be encouraged. And I thank you for saying that. Let's be encouraged that you have been given a gift. So there's a scripture that says, a man's gift makes room for him or her. So you have a gift. All of us are gifted with something. Your gift could be with your hands. Your gift could be with your voice. Your gift could be because you sing. Whatever that gift is, you may not work with that gift to get money, but serve with that gift. Find somewhere to serve. I'm repeating something I said in a different way. Okay, find somewhere to use that gift that you didn't just, it's a talent that you know, you just came with it to the earth, use it to serve, and you see how doors will open for you. So I just want to repeat that. Okay, back to you, Chim.
Yes, thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. This is really getting interesting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the points you've raised. I'm sure everybody's taking notes. If you're not taking notes, please don't think that you remember all of this. Make sure you're taking notes, all right? And also on our social media page, our media team are busy tweeting every point that she's making. So after all of this, you still have a recap on our social media handles, okay? So keep taking notes and make sure you add to it at the end of the day, add your own points. So continue to drop your questions if you like. If you don't want to come openly to ask your question, please drop it in the comment section and I will read it out as we go along. So Ma, the next question to you is this. If someone finds a purpose, for instance, and just following your my last question, which was about being on the right path, how someone knows that they're on the right path to finding their purpose. Let's assume now, yes, you know you're on the right path, right? And you're doing this thing. Will there possibly be a time when that purpose will change? Your purpose will suddenly change. Does it happen? Or, and if it happens, what could have led to that? I mean, should you now say that the first one wasn't your purpose, it's now the second one? Can it happen? And then if it happens, what could have been the reason? Is it that the first one was not your purpose?
Excellent. Excellent. And even how the question has been phrased makes me think something else as well, which is going to go back to.
Okay.
So I think after a while, your purpose, when you discover it, it's sort of set. Watch. It's sort of set. You know, you're called or your purpose to be a certain kind of person. Who you are. So when we talk about identity, your identity grows. Who you are grows. You grow from a little child to a mature person. You grow from somebody who used to act a certain way and you mature, you develop, you become a better person. Your identity and all that matures. So when I say mature, I'm not saying like you change who you are. You don't go from being a Black person to being a white person, for instance, like that, right? But you take on things that make you who you are. But I think we still mix up this what I do with purpose. So the platform of what I do. So I'm a teacher, I'm a professor, I'm a pastor, maybe tomorrow I'll run for an elective post, right? The platform really can change, but I don't think who you are in essence changes. Okay. Where you serve can change. What you do can change. So for instance, in my teaching, I've met people who were working in the banking system. And they come back and they say, now I want to be a teacher because I've always wanted to teach. See, the purpose for them had always been to serve in a certain way, to impart knowledge, to impart help. That doesn't really change. It gets better, it matures, but now they're doing it on a different platform. So I don't think your purpose necessarily changes. It matures, it grows, but the platforms will change. Okay. Where you serve will change. What you do will change. Yeah. Okay. Because people have second careers, people have, you know, and David was tending sheep. Right? David was tending sheep, but he was David in the Bible. Like I said, I do biblical stories as well. Right? He was tending sheep. But there was a calling on his life. He was a great man, even as a little boy tending sheep. And therefore, he was called in to become a king. That platform changed. Right. I mean, all these examples you can give, even of ourselves and of you, right? The platform will change, but your purpose has to develop and grow. And then it becomes firm. Once you know it and you're comfortable with it, it doesn't need to change. The platforms will change. Great. Great.
So your purpose may not necessarily change, but in fact, it matures. It matures. It grows with you. Yes. And the platforms can change. Of course, you could move from one job to the other or the whatever it is from another one. I mean, you grow. I mean, the whole essence of life is for us to continue to advance, to grow. So that's where our purpose will continue to grow with us. Okay? So it does not necessarily change, but it can get more refined. The platforms change, but the key purpose remains. So far, it is purpose and not just what you do for a living. Yes. You understand? You know, in some cases, your purpose in life might also be the thing that feeds you. I mean, so then, yeah. So that way, I mean, it's the same for you. So you continue to grow with it and all of that. But in some cases where you think your purpose is different from what you're doing for paycheck, yes, you can still be doing what you do for paycheck, but that your purpose will continue to grow with you so far you continue to focus on it a little bit or somehow. I think that's it. So now some people are raising hands in the comment section. And okay, so I have Val Okafor. Val Okafor, can you unmute yourself? You say you want to ask your question. Can you unmute yourself, Val?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, great. It's been awesome in here. I'm really inspired. Thank you, Doc. Thank you for the amazing, life-changing nuggets you've been dropping. So my question is very simple. How do I recognize the people who are to help me fast track my purpose? Because I don't want to burn out. I want to continue to do what I'm doing. I don't want to get discouraged by, you know, the people who are around me, especially in this part of the what? Like, why doing what you're doing? What inspires you? I mean, you're not going to go anywhere with this. So how do I, not to prove them wrong this time around, but get the people who will fast track my purpose, people who will take me to the next level, so that I'll have results to show those who disbelieve me or, said something wrong about my purpose. So I don't know if you have.
Val, where you joining us from?
Jos, Nigeria.
Jos. I finally went to Jos much later in life. My husband was there for a long while, but I never visited when we were dating. I never visited Jos, but I used to hear all these beautiful things. And then finally got to go to Jos.
Beautiful place.
Beautiful place. Beautiful. The weather must be beautiful too. You ask an excellent question, Val, and I hope other people who may have the same question are listening. I want to check something you just said about proving people wrong, right? Well, guess what? That shouldn't even be on your radar right now. That's not the motive for doing what you need to do. So roadblocks will come, and I can see you're talking about, okay, maybe I found my purpose, I started doing something, and I've hit roadblocks, right? Even as Chinwe said, when a career ends, your life hasn't ended. Your purpose hasn't ended. When life hits you with bumps, and we're going to get bumps in the road. I've had bumps, still have bumps today. I mean, like, in Africa, many of our roads just full of bumpy roads, right? You're trying to get through those potholes and your car is just going boom, 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 boom. It's not a smooth ride. Here we can have smooth rides all over the place and we don't even know it. So the bumps will come. And the bumps are meant to make you stronger. We were talking about this just yesterday. Sometimes the bump is to redirect you from where you thought you were supposed to be to somewhere where you are supposed to be. And so people in your lives, hear me, people in your lives are there for a reason. Remember the story of the donkey that fell into the well and people were throwing dust, throwing stuff at the donkey? And all they were throwing at this donkey could only have the donkey rise to the top. Oh. Don't get bitter or lose focus because of people on the sidelines. If nothing else, they're helping you get to destiny. That said, I want to say that. Now let's move to your destiny helpers, your mentors, the people you're supposed to be with and are supposed to be in your life. So do I have a teachable spirit? Do I have a humble spirit? Do I have a spirit that wants to learn when I've made mistakes? That's all of us. That's all of us. For me, prayerfully, God puts those people always in our lives. God put Chinwe in my life. And I'm thinking she's saying the same thing herself, right? So here in the United States, when I started teaching, I wanted to get back into my teaching. She said I was teaching in Nigeria. People said to me, with your accent, come on. You want to come here and teach Americans? Please, go find something else to do. Now, is that not a roadblock right there? And I said to myself, well, I know I was called to teach, so we're still going to do this thing. And you start small. So I went in, just started doing math. I was already with a master's degree. I'd already taught in college, but I went and became a substitute teacher. Actually, I picked up other kinds of jobs. That's something that happens in the US all the time. So you go and just try and survive. Jeffrey, I think Didi or somebody asked that question. Sometimes you have to do things to survive. And I worked all those other jobs with my husband. He did security jobs. And then you work towards what you know God has called you. And then God put some mentor. Carla Edelson, a professor at Ashland, she's still, I call her an angel because she's still one, right? Yeah. And she helped me, she encouraged me. When I went to do my admin license, she's like, you can do the doctorate. Like, forget you, I'm not doing that. Because I didn't even know. So you are so right that prayerfully, God will put people with wisdom, with words for you, with encouragement, people who see the potential in you and try and help you bring it out. And where do you meet these people? In the daily affairs of life. In those places where you go to serve, in those places where you go to help out somebody, you meet somebody who's going to speak into your life. So pray about this and those people will come. But forget about who's trying to stop you. God will get you. Because again, like I said, he makes room for you, your gifts. And that time will come when you become all that God wants you to be. Okay? But those people will come. You're meeting them right now.
Exactly.
You're meeting them right now in networking. And so have that optimistic belief that God will do what he has said he will do. He says he
Thank you so much.
The plans he has for you, nothing can stop it. So just be encouraged, have a positive mindset and keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stop. Keep moving. All right?
Great, great, great. That's really a very good one. Remember that I think they said heaven makes a way for the man who knows where he's going. So like if you know where you're going, somehow you see things falling into place. Somehow you, like before we started A Day to Gain Mentors, I didn't have mentors lined up, but I wanted us to start it. And we said, yes, we should start it. It's a good thing to start. But the question became, who should be the first one? Will the person accept? Will the person like to come on the program? Like that. And now it has become a smooth process. And people are now really very excited to come and share this opportunity with young Africans, okay? So if we didn't start, we wouldn't know that there will be people, there will be mentors who would like to come on this program, okay? So you start, then the heavens will conspire to your favor, all right? Thank you so much, Ma, for that one. Then we have Aminu Hassanu Guyaba. Aminu said you've been raising your hand. Please unmute yourself now and ask your question. Sorry about that. Aminu, are you there? Aminu Hassanu Guyaba, are you there? Hello, Aminu, are you there? Yes, Aminu, I've seen you want to say something, please. Then unmute yourself. Where are you, Aminu? Aminu Hassanu Guyaba. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Okay, yes, we can hear you. Where are you speaking from? Where are you speaking from? Oh, looks like your network is bad.
Hello. I'm speaking from Bauchi.
Bauchi. Oh, your network is really bad. Okay.
Yeah, actually, we are experiencing a problem.
Yeah, Aminu, turn off your video for a second, just as you ask the question, and then turn it back on.
Hello.
Yes. Ask your question quickly. Let's see if the network will allow you. Go ahead, ask your question.
Hello.
So I guess your network is really bad. So if your network is too bad for you to speak, kindly ask your question in the comment section and I will read it out, okay? Kindly ask your question.
Actually, it's a convenient.
Sorry, the network is really bad. So use the comment section, please. I'm going to use the comment section, okay? Use the comment section. Use the comment section. Use the comment section. Just use the comment section since your network is not stable, okay? Okay, so Ma, the next question before we take another person, my next question will be this. What factors can help one determine if they are living their purpose? Are there factors that can help one know? I mean, don't worry, just ask your question in the comment section, okay? The network is really bad. We can't hear you, okay? All right.
Okay.
Okay, so Ma, did you hear my question?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, please. Sorry, Ma, you're muted. Oh, sorry.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had sort of touched on this in terms of the contentment, I think. So the internal check for you of how you're feeling about something, how your sense of fulfillment, but also there's the outcome, the external. So good is coming out of who you are and what you're doing. People are being helped. You see the results of that action. You see the results of your service. You see people being helped. I think those two things, there's an internal and there's an external. That's how I would answer that, to see that really indeed, you know, as Paul said, I'm content in all things, and people are getting helped. Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, so let me ask you a more personal question now.
Sure.
So as a young Nigerian, young girl growing up in Africa, even before you went to the US, at what point would you say you found your purpose, or how did it happen for you? Or did you like know it from the first day, from the cradle, that was it? Or was it a point was that a point you should say you call the aha moment for you? You think this is it, and this, how did it happen for you?
Excellent question. Excellent. So I told this story too just a few weeks ago about growing up in Nigeria and, you know, just being I'd like to say cute little girl, you know.
I can relate, yeah.
But I grew up in the Roman Catholic faith. My parents were very, very Roman Catholic. And so I was, you know, grew up in that line, did all the prayer and block rosary and those kinds of, I'm actually, Chinwe, you know, didn't mean to, but I'm done with my memoir. My book is coming out like next week. So there'll be a lot of these things in that story.
Oh,
my
great.
journey and my faith.
Interesting.
Right. So, but as a little girl, I loved acting, and I also loved, acting. And so I would do all these plays in church or plays at school. And I also loved the law, the legal things. So I used to read Perry Mason books. You young people, you probably don't know Perry Mason, but he was this fictional lawyer, and I just devoured his books. So at those points, as a little 11, 12, 13-year-old, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be an actress. Then as time went on, I started saying that lawyers are liars. I'm done. I'm not doing that. All my legal friends, attorneys, don't kill me, but that's true. As a little girl, I said, they're all liars, always lying. But I told my mom, I'm done. My late mom was like, what are we going to do with this girl? So at some point, she said, when it was time now to go to college, so we're talking now, your purpose and your destiny. But I used to love teaching. They said I would gather people around and just start teaching as a little girl. Start teaching people in the yard. So my mom, and to Jeffrey's question, I think it was, my mom said, you know, you need to think about what you're going to be. Acting may not give you bread. And you know, parents did that in Africa quite a bit. We're changing now to know that job scenes have changed as well. So we just don't want lawyers, doctors, you know, this. Yeah. My mom said, maybe you need to add education to whatever you want to study. Because she saw it in me. Remember I said, your destiny helpers, your parents, your sisters, your brothers, your teachers, your professors, those people see what you carry. So listen to them in terms of mentoring. We need mentors. And so my mom said, do this, and I agreed, finally, put education in it. And that's how I ended up now doing this and finding that this is fulfilling for me. And the other part of it is also being a minister of God. I had it then. And like I said, it matured. I didn't think it was going to turn into something, but eventually, a few years back, when my pastor, my senior pastor said, okay, we're ready to ordain you a pastor, I'm like, no, right? But I prayed through it, and I know that's part of what God has for me. So at some point, it gets firmed up, and you know you're doing what you're supposed to do. But it's a journey. There will be times of unknown. There'll be times you're shaky and doubtful with it, but eventually it comes together. And who knows what's in the future?
Great, great.
So that's personal. It's a journey.
Great. Of course, it's a journey. It's a journey. And I think one question I would ask again is, from personal experience in you know, like engaging with people, especially young people, what I have seen is that most times a lot of young people get stuck. They are even confused. They are not even sure how to start. You're telling the person, oh, find your purpose. Yeah, you just said they should find their why. So at that point, you meet the person and say, find your why. You're just the person, you might leave the person, it might just add more to the confusion than anything else. So for those people who may think they are in that state of confusion right now, they don't know what their purpose is, they don't know why they are living, I mean, you know, there's kind of people that say, I don't even know why I'm here and all of those things. Is there something else you have to tell them that could help beyond just telling them, yes, you have to find a way? Of course, you've said they have to find something that makes them tick, but some still don't know what makes them tick. They don't know that thing that's really, really, you know, satisfies them, makes them feel happy and all of that. Is there anything that could help? Any other thing that you can tell them? Yes.
Instead of just me answering this question, I'm going to ask one of you who's also younger, because I think there's a generational thing going on.
Okay.
For different groups of young people in the world today, yes, my children, we have this conversation. They say, Mom, your experience isn't ours. So for them in the US, they say, oh, we're suffering with this whole identity thing. We're African, we're American, and all this. And so when I discovered this thing about millennial gap and kids not knowing what they are called to do, even after they finish college, it was eye-opening for me. So I do understand what you're saying. So I think it's a different time. I agree. It's a different time. It's a different season. They don't really listen to their parents like we did, right? There's just so much information out there.
Right.
There are all kinds of other ways to work and live. So you see kids now taking year off. They call it a gap year. So maybe they finished high school, they take a year to find themselves. Hello?
Yeah.
So it's a year of exploration. And these things are good. I think without us being judgmental about it, I mean, we as an adults, what I can say to young people like that is, again, remember, what makes you tick? Who are you? Don't look at the end goal 20 years from now and say, I want to get there now. Look at what can I do now to make people around me, to put value to the lives around me. That's a simple question. What can I do to add value to just the little community I'm in? Get out of yourself and you will find yourself. Hello?
Hi.
Get out of yourself
and you find yourself.
And you'll find yourself.
Great.
I blogged about this a few years back about the searching. The world, young people are searching. People are, not just young people are searching for themselves. But they're searching in all the wrong places.
Yeah. You're searching for yourself, but maybe searching at the wrong place, okay? Don't search at the wrong place. I don't know. I lost you. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, great.
So I can add a little bit to that. You're searching for yourself in the work. You're searching for yourself in another person. You're searching so somebody else can fulfill you. Somebody else can acknowledge your worth. Whereas now I'm going to go to scripture because that's true. Our identity is rooted in the maker who made us, God. If God tells me you are fearfully and wonderfully made, I believe it. I'm unique. You said it in the beginning. Each of us, you are purposed, you're created as a unique person. So the gift you have not even tapped into, maybe that's the time to bring it out. And stop looking to look like somebody else, to act like somebody else, to be an Oprah when you are whatever. Be yourself and find that thing God has made you to be and be that person. And everything will fall into place.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much. So much value. So much value. Of course, we will soon be rounding up. The time is fast spent. But let me take a question. Kakuze Esther, Rwanda. Kakuze, please unmute yourself. Kakuze Esther. Oh, Kakuze is a man.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
I thought you're a woman. Sorry.
No.
Welcome.
No. This is Claude. It's just that I'm using the device for Kakuze. Actually, we work together. So I don't think it is a question. I've been having questions,
sorry,
but Dr. Rosaire, I'm very thankful for.
Where are you speaking from, please?
Southwest of Rwanda.
Oh, you're speaking from Rwanda.
Southwest of Rwanda.
Southwest of Rwanda. You're welcome.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I work for Imuhira, which means at home. I think I introduced it last time.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't think it is a question. Dr. Rosaire tackled on the issues that would be my questions, but I would ask her to emphasize on multi-talents. There are people who, you can find your purpose in life, but at the end of the day, you find that you have a lot of talents in yourself.
Okay, talents. Okay.
Can she emphasize on that, having multi-talents, being multi-talented, and finding your purpose?
Okay.
I understand. I understand that finding your purpose as
okay, when you're multi-talented.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that finding your purpose is something you do in life, even beyond finding earning a life. You can there is something that keeps coming in your life, and you feel you have peace in the heart of doing while doing the thing, and that the purpose in your life. So can she emphasize on when someone is multi-talented?
Multi-talented. Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Kazuze from Rwanda, from Southwest Rwanda.
No, this is Claude. It's Claude.
Okay, so you said Claude. Okay, Claude, you're using Kazuze's login. Okay, Claude from Southwest Rwanda. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for joining the session. So your question is, Ma, did you get his question? Is about when you're multi-talented, how do you find your purpose? I think that's the summary.
Is that Claude?
Yes, he said Claude.
Thank you so much. You can put your hand down so we don't call you again. You have an excellent question, especially with young people who have different gifts, who are multi-talented, like you said, which may actually cause confusion. So I've spoken to young people when I was at Infuka, and some of them would come, would sit and talk. Well, I love writing, but I also love cooking, but I also love, right? And they're really good at all those things. So how do we now try to channel all these things together? Excellent question. Excellent question. And so my point to that kind of person would be, let's prioritize some things first. Because eventually you may be able to use all of them in the right places at the right time. But let's do one thing, because then what happens is they do this a little bit, get antsy, get impatient, they run off. Start another thing, get impatient, they run off. So which one gives you the most joy? I think you just said. Which one gives you the most bang for your money? Push. Maybe start with that prayerfully, serve in that capacity, use that gift, and you see the other things also become part of what you do in life. So one thing we don't want to do is totally be confused, which happens to many multi-talented people. One at a time, and then all of them will work together for good for you. Thank you. That's an excellent question.
Great. Great. Thank you very much, Ma. We have Adegbite. Adegbite. We are seeing somebody's half body. We're not seeing his or her face. Who is that? Can you show us your face?
That's my baby. I've been pulling him to come and join the conversation. That's my young. That's our.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
They're from all over the world.
Oh wow.
Yes.
What's your name? What's your name?
Chisum. Chisum, my God.
He's going.
Oh.
With an American accent, huh? Chisum, that's Chisum. Okay, good to see your face. Good to see your face. Thanks for joining. Thanks for supporting Mom, huh?
Yes.
So, she's giving us amazing value here, and we have people from all over the world joining and getting so much value. Thank you for allowing her some time to spend with us, right? Okay, so now we have Adegbite Famosa. Please, can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Adegbite,
yeah, good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Adegbite. Yes. Where are you joining from?
I am from Akwa Ibom, Nigeria.
Great. Thank you for joining. What's your question, please?
Yeah, my question is not really a question, but something that I think is one of the major concerns we have here in our continent of comparing our success, our achievements attached to money. That if you are doing some certain things and you are not having cash at hand to defend that, that means you are not doing anything. And I think how can we balance that? How can we solve that? That anything you are doing, that money is not really that involved, that you can't dig hand into your pocket and bring out money, then you've not started doing anything. I think how can we balance that, the situation, especially in our continent or our environment here? I think that's common. That if you say you are doing something and you've not started bringing out money for people to see, especially values, maybe cars, houses, all those things, all those stuffs, that means you are doing nothing. So how can we break that chain? That's my question.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Should I go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for that question of just excessive materialism, I guess I would call it. People thinking money is the root of everything, and if we don't have it, then life isn't worth it. Because I believe this one kind of gets us back into the potential, because opportunities that come from problem solving will take us in Africa a long, I mean, when I went to Kenya, our Kenyan friends, Kenya is beautiful, just a beautiful country, lovely people.
Yes, yes.
The fact that PESA was created by an African, so now we have this way of
welcome again to Kenya.
of sending money.
Thank you.
Ingenuity. When I talk to American young people too and share about things I encountered in Africa, thank you for that question. Can we encourage us to know, first and foremost, find that need, use your talent to solve a need. You will have linked up, and Chinua and I are going to talk about this later on, about actually creating links where people can get help to develop ideas and what they have in mind to do. There are so many startups happening in Africa, it's not even funny. So you are absolutely right. Can we convince ourselves, especially when you're now going to politics and people want to give you a bag of rice so you can vote for them? Take the rice. I always say this, take it and go and vote for the right person. So things like that is all about empowerment too, right? Yeah. Money doesn't solve every problem in the sense of, oh, let me just get this money and that's it. Teach a man how to what?
Fish.
Fish. Don't just give them fish. So this mentality of just getting fish is not, it's not even African. We never used to be like that.
Yeah.
The corruption of modern times makes us think, yeah, that's the only way to survive. No. Teach us to fish and we will do and change and transform Africa. So thank you for that question. So important.
Thank you so much. And as we are getting close to the last session, is almost going to some minutes to 8 o'clock. But now I can see Moyo, Austin Moyo. Austin Moyo, you want to ask a question? Please unmute yourself. Austin Moyo, are you there? Can't find you. Austin Moyo, please. You want to say something? Austin Moyo, you raise your hand. Unmute yourself if you can hear me.
Hello?
Hello. Where are you speaking from,
Can you
Austin?
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Where are you speaking from?
I'm speaking from Malawi.
Austin from Malawi. Thank you for joining. What part of Malawi are you speaking from?
This is the northern part of Malawi, in a city called Mzuzu.
What? Sorry, pronounce it well.
Mzuzu.
Again. Mzuzu.
So the city is called Mzuzu.
Okay, from the city called Mzuzu in Malawi. All right. You're welcome, Austin.
So, Thank you so much. I have a question to Doctor. And my question, I just want to find out, I think there's been a trend where some mentors deliberately mislead young people. For instance, they are afraid of competition or reasons best known to themselves. Now, my question is, how do now you as a young person judge between the two, the mentor's advice and then your personal self-judgment? How do you balance out the two?
Balance, sorry, Austin, balance competition and, let me get the question correct.
So the question is coming from an element where young people or the mentors are being misled by the mentors. So that usually happens when the mentors are afraid of these people whom they are grooming. They're afraid of the competition that they are building from these young people. Now, because of that, they end up misleading young people. Now, my question is, how do you now balance up the two? You as a young person, and then balance up the wisdom or the knowledge that has been that is being shared by the mentor.
So Austin, before I even get into your question, I almost have a Malawian passport.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
My African Christian Fellowship brethren are going to laugh. I've been to Malawi 3 times.
Wow.
Yes, Chiponde, Blantyre, and Mangochi. We come there for a medical mission and evangelism trip. So we came in 2017, 18, and 19. We couldn't go this year. So I love Malawi.
Thank you.
So before I get into your question, when I heard Malawi, I'm like, oh, let's have this. We call it Malawi on our minds. We just love Malawi. So thank you for that wonderful question, which is sort of sad. And I've done some research in mentoring as well. And so even for the women on this line, everybody on this line, finding good mentors is so important, right? Is it true that sometimes you get mentors who are not really willing to help you because they think you're going to be competitive or you're going to succeed more than they do? Okay, I'd be lying if I said that's not true. It does happen. But then that alone disqualifies that person
from being a mentor. Yeah.
So immediately you see that happening, again, make sure they're not just giving you good advice that you don't want to hear. That could be part of it, okay? Somebody may be telling you truth, and we say truth is bitter. Maybe they're telling you something you really do need to take care of, and you don't want to hear it, and you go away. But in the counsel of many, there's wisdom. So don't just have one mentor, have many.
Great, okay.
So if this one person is not being very helpful, kind of put them on the back burner. Don't close out completely. I never close out on people. I don't, because God has a way of working with all of us. We're all work in progress many times, right? So just put that person on the back burner, on the shelf, and concentrate with the more positive assistance, wisdom you're getting from the others. So don't have only one mentor. Because again, like I said, ultimately, things will work out for your good when you concentrate on looking at what God has in store for you. Don't lose focus because one person disappointed you.
Right.
Keep going. You will meet other people. Joseph, he was disappointed many times, or even by his own brethren, many times on that journey, even by Potiphar's wife. What happened? He still met destiny in the king's palace. So don't lose focus that God is taking you somewhere and you will get to that place in God's time. So they are being jealous, they're being envious, they're not being helpful. Leave them on the side road, on the back burner, without bitterness, without fuss. Just say, thank you, sir, I'll come back to you later, and keep striving, keep moving.
Right.
We talked about.
Great. So we're just going to, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, everybody, this is so engaging, but we are going to be rounding it up in the next 10 minutes. So now I'm just going to, Tekla, you said you want to say something. Are you there? Can you unmute yourself? Tekla Mutero, are you there? Tekla, if you can hear me. Tekla, can you hear me? If you can hear me, unmute yourself. Tekla?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay, hi.
Can you hear me, my leader?
Yeah, I can hear you. Where are you speaking from?
Yes, I can hear you.
Your video is off though, but where are you speaking from? Where are you speaking from?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Please go ahead. Go ahead. Go
You
ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, I can hear you.
Where are you speaking from?
I think my neck.
We can hear you. Tekla.
Yes, my leader, I can hear you, but.
Does she have a question or comment?
Then go
Yes,
ahead.
hello?
Yes, you said you want to say something. Your network is bad. Your network is bad. So that was Tekla. Oh, she's even offline now. Okay. From Namibia.
Actually, my leader, my network is crashing.
Oh, so sad. That's Tekla Mutero from Namibia. Okay, so you can send me a message or drop a message in the general comments if you can't if your network is so bad, okay? Thank you. So then two more persons are raising their hands. Jane Francis Chuku, can you unmute yourself? Jane Francis Chuku, can you unmute yourself? What's going on? Is it your network or my network?
No, she hasn't unmuted.
Yeah. Okay, and then there's somebody else that raised his hand. I can't even find him. Clement Victor, can you unmute yourself?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Where are you speaking from?
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can hear me because I'm still on Lagos traffic, but
okay.
I'll
We can
make
hear
my
you.
contribution.
All right.
Like I said, I wrote it down, just like our speaker said. We are all dancing and wavering to life struggle. And it's also good we have our dreams and we should also match it with our goals. Because it's normal for us to have dreams. Everyone have dreams. Everyone have dreams, but then if you don't have a goal to achieve your dream, you are still dreaming. And if we actually need to get to the zenith, we definitely have to take a step, because oftentimes the youth, we look at the zenith, we really want to make the money, we really want to hit the jackpot, we really want to get there, but then we are not ready to make a move, we are not ready to take a step, and we are not even ready to hold anybody's hand. We just want to be there, we just want to make a quick money, get there and just be out there. But
you want to land
I feel
on
like
the moon.
for me, I wrote it down like, first of all, find your purpose. When you find your purpose, match it with goals. And really don't wait for opportunities to come to you. You go for the opportunities. And also understand that some opportunities can be baits. Don't always think that everything you see on the road to zenith is an opportunity. It can be a bait. And also don't get frustrated while taking the step, because you might try and fail. But the most important thing is be consistent, be focused, and definitely you will get there. Thank you. I hope my contribution makes sense.
Thank you so much. It makes so much sense. Thank you. So the Tekla that wanted to join from Namibia, he said, I'm Tekla from Namibia. It's an honor to be on this platform. Such inspiring and great to meet you all. Let's keep it up. So that's what she wrote. Everybody, please mute. Who wants to say something? Mute. Okay, so now I think we've come to the end of the session. And so what's happening? Please mute your mic. Mute your mic. Great. Okay, so we've come to the end of the session. So before we go, I'm just going to ask our mentor to please leave us with the last, so her final words to us. Ma, what are you leaving us with? What are your final words to us before we conclude this, before we go? At least, what do you want us to, at least, even if we forget everything, even if we've forgotten all you've said, what are you leaving us with? What are those things that we must not forget?
It's a good one. Again, thank you. Shout out to all of you and your passion and your persistence, Chinwe, for putting it together, as I've already said to you. What I'll leave you with is actually a prayer. For you to be here, for us all to be here on this platform. My prayer is that your life will be a purposeful life, that even as the word of God says in Jeremiah 29, the Lord knows the plans he already made for you. See, our plans are already made by your maker. So it's a matter of just connecting back to him to make that known to you so you can live it out. And the prayer is that God will make that happen. You will discover that, you will live it out, you will be a blessing, not just to your family, not just to your community, to Africa. That you remember this day and say, this is the day something new started happening. This is the day I really realized something else that I have, that I didn't pay much attention to. Because many times the gifts are already there, but we're ignoring them. This is the day I began to put some talents to good use in serving my community. And from there on, just things will open up for you. So in all the parts of Africa where you are, and other parts of the world where you called in from, keep going. Keep going. The Lord is ahead of you, and he does make a way for things to happen in your life that you didn't even think of. He said he will do exceedingly and abundantly, more than you have imagined, more than you've even conceived, like he's doing right now with all of us on this line. So, I mean, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you that I'm able to speak into your lives and that you've spoken into mine. And I appreciate you. Chinwe, I do so much. We have more work to do. Okay? So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's really been a very fantastic evening with you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I don't even know, I just have to use the word thank you so much because I lack the words. I lack the vocabulary to use, all right? Thank you so much. I continue to pray that God continue to bless you and help you with all the impact and all the plans you have to continue to make impact in the lives of the younger generation. Thank you so much. See, I'm surprised you live in the US, but you know Africa more than many of us that live in Africa. You've been like everywhere. I'm sure if someone else from another country just says, you mention other cities you've been to in that country. Thank you so much. It just shows how passionate you are about Africa's development, about young people and all of that. That's why you task yourself going on all those missions. Thank you so much. I pray God to continue to strengthen you and bless you and provide you with all the resources you need to continue to advance this work, to continue to develop the young people, continue to develop Africa. That's so that one day we'll look back and say, yes, we did it. So that's the end goal, right? Yes. That's the end goal. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now just let me just make one announcement or two, then people will do a vote of thanks. And so if you like to do a vote of thanks, please raise your hand. Raise your hand. Anybody that would like to say thank you, raise your hand in the comment section. Raise your hand if you would like to do that. So I've posted a link in the comment section. Please click on that link or copy that link. Through that link, you find everything about Grand Africa Initiative, our social media handles, our website, yes, ma'am.
Please, 1 second. All the Nsoka people, Ike, Jovita, I just saw somebody else. I miss you guys. Hopefully I'll be back. Thank you for joining.
But at least we are seeing your face right now. We are seeing your face right now. Thank you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So everyone, please click on that link so that you follow us on all social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. On Facebook, we have a Facebook group which is a community of young people, young Africans from all over the world. Please click on that link. You find the link to join our Facebook group, okay? So click, that's a very important link because it has links to everything. And if there's any mentor you want us to bring on board, because I don't know everybody, I'm only reaching out to people I know. If there's a mentor you know that we can bring on board, there's a link for you to nominate a mentor there, okay? So you see nominate a mentor or a speaker. So you click on that. And an important thing, a big announcement is coming. So stay tuned on all our social media pages. But because you're here, I'm going to spill the beans. So from tomorrow, hey, should I spill it? No, maybe I should not. So we're going to be making a big announcement. We're going to be having something big, a big event happening next month. Big event, meaning we have so many Africans from so many places, even non-Africans who are going to be interacting with us. So make sure you don't miss this opportunity, because there, if you're a student, you're going to be learning a whole lot of things that will help you while you're in school. So you graduate not to join the unemployment pipeline, but you graduate to become someone who is either making money on your own or securing the job of your dream. So in that event, you're going to learn that. If you have a business already, you're going to learn a whole lot about how to access finance, how to access funding, and how to even grow that business. So we're bringing experts from around the world. So far, we have people from over 20 countries. So make sure you look forward to that. We are spilling the beans right here because you're live. So stay tuned, stay connected to us. We're going to send you all the emails. We're going to post it on all our social media handles, but it will be strictly for those that register. If you do not register, you're not going to participate. And it's free, but only for those that register. So make sure you join that opportunity. And if you are a career person, you're looking for work, or you already have a career, but you want to advance, that session is also for you, because you need to learn why is it that you're not getting into such organizations you would love to get into? Why are you not getting the bigger jobs? Is it from you? Is there something you're not doing right? So all of these things you need to find out. Or maybe you don't even know where to get it, how to apply, where to find the organizations. Those are all of the things you want. So whether you're a student, you're working or looking to get employment, or you have a business, that session next month is for you. It's planned with you in mind. So start planning and preparing. All we need you to do is to show up, nothing else. Just show up. So click on that link so that you don't miss out when we announce it. So thank you so much, everyone that joined from all over, from Malawi to Kenya to Nigeria to Qatar to the United States to where again? Namibia, the Zambia, everywhere. Please, thank you so much. Wherever
Kenya and Rosie,
Kenya,
welcome.
Kenya, yes, Kenya.
Dr. Rosie,
Rwanda.
That time you are here, there was no Zoom, so you are welcome back again.
Kelly, you're welcome back to now on Zoom. And so it has extended another opportunity to welcome you back a third time. So please feel free. So, and again, while we're having this session, feel free to connect with anybody. You can send people a message privately. You can say, don't come here and live the way you came. Make sure you at least connect to one person. That's the only way you can know young people across Africa. It's only when you connect that you can do major things. You can do bigger things. See how we are doing things and people are joining it. I haven't even been to Rwanda, but I'm going to come very soon. Or at least I've been to Kenya and all of that. I haven't gone to Rwanda, but I'll come very soon. So connect, okay?
You are most welcome, madam.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so who wants to do a vote of thanks? Who wants to do a vote of thanks? Just one person, one person, one person. One person, unmute yourself and do a vote of thanks. One person. Jovita, are you there? Jovita?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Jovita.
I'm here, ma. Okay, good evening from there in Nigeria. So there I came late because of the weather condition. I'm so glad.
Can you hear her? Is it my network or her network?
It's a little short.
Can everyone hear?
I think the network is breaking a bit.
We can hear you now. Try again. Let's see.
Okay, I said thank you so much for this great section. Like I really enjoyed it. It was wonderful. I learned a lot of things. Like at least there are new knowledge attached to it. So thanks to our great organizer. Thank you, Dr. Rosaire. Thank you also for our participants. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Her network wasn't so clear. Her network wasn't so clear. Thank you so much. So is there one more person? Just one more person?
Yeah,
Because
maybe if I can remind.
Go ahead.
Maybe if I can remind everyone here that I'm grateful, and for this, I'm very happy. I want to thank you, everybody. Thank you, the host. Thank you, my good friend, Dr. Rosie.
Amen.
We are all thanking God for what we have done, what is ahead of us, and from the book of there's one person who was called Moses. He taught us how to thank God further for the good things that we have, for the job that we are doing, for the Zoom meeting like this one that we are doing. But then we have graduated and we learn from David. David has taught us how to thank God for the things that we don't have, for the things, for the challenges that are ahead of us. And even though we walk through the darkest valley, we thank God for everything. Even though this meeting has come to an end, we thank God. Even though we are going to meet again, we thank God. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So with this, we come to the end of this program. Thank you so much, Dr. Rosaire. Thank you so much. Like my heart is so full and filled. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We remain connected as we've always been. Thank you, everyone. So from me to you, it's a bye-bye.
Touch. Bye-bye, Chinwe.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you so
Ike.
much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Grand Africa team. Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Grand
Thank
Africa
you.
doing grand things.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, ma. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.